For more analysis, we're now joined by Reaney. He is a senior editor at New Voice of Ukraine and chief editor at Lviv Times. Thank you so much for being with us on the program. Let's start off with this loan that the EU has granted to Ukraine. Does it strengthen their position against Russia at all?
Well, absolutely, and I think that this was Plan B as went through in the previous year. But it actually works better for Ukraine. The money will actually arrive in Ukraine earlier than it would have under the other plan that was being discussed. And for Ukraine, at the end of the day, they're getting funded. They can continue with the war. It also shows a number of other things. For example, the support of Europe, how Europe could overcome unanimity. And so, as you went through, there were three countries that decided to not block it, but not back the formula. And so, but Europe still found a way to back Ukraine in the time. And I think that Ukraine can look at this as a huge win. They have the money to continue the war. You can tell how much this frustrates Russia based off of the sort of commentary that has been coming out of the Kremlin, out of Putin himself. And so you can see that this is frustrating to Russia, that this is a very good sign for Ukraine. And even some of the leaders in Europe, like Chancellor Merz in Germany, are very supportive of the plan, even if they had wanted, let's say, Plan A.
Putin now says that the ball is in Ukraine's court to end the war. Does that indicate that Ukraine could simply end the war by agreeing to all of Russia's conditions, or that Putin is open to constructive negotiations?
Well, I mean, the war is open to end if Ukraine capitulates. Obviously, that's one of the points. I mean, whatever Putin said is really suspect, right? I mean, when they first invaded Ukraine in 2014, when they went into Crimea, didn't put the flags of Russia on his own soldiers' uniforms. Talk about liberating, but you're not liberating if nobody knows who you are. He actually denied that for months and months on end. This is a war of aggression. You can look at what Europe did earlier this summer in June. They actually created a special tribunal for the war of aggression on Ukraine. So this is a war that is Russia's hands. It's only in Russia's hands. War of aggression. It doesn't matter what Putin says. There will be courts that hold them accountable. One of the comments that you played right before I came on was Putin talking about theft. Now, he was talking about Europe using the funds that have been frozen right now, the Russian funds in Europe. But if you want to talk about theft, you can look at what Russia has taken in Ukraine, all of Crimea, but 20% of the country. The Paralympic site was in where Ukraine trained all of the Paralympics in Crimea, and that was just stolen. But nothing given back to that. If you want to talk about theft and repaying theft, I think that's what this whole plan that Europe is talking about. Russia will have to pay reparations, and those reparations will pay for the loan that Europe is paying right now.
Okay, Reaney, thank you so much for being with us here on Tier 2 World and sharing that analysis with us.